up, internet world? Thank you for tuning in again. Today I'm gonna be talking about the Mike Tyson fight, man. The point of the matter would be that Mike Tyson should not have been fighting a Jake Paul on Friday. Today is November the 17th, Sunday morning. After I've had a chance to process what I seen, and just think about just on a big scale of you know what it says, the message that it sends, the lesson to be learned from what I seen. And what I seen was real, it was real hard to watch, man. I'll just say that. And let me give you my standpoint on why. Okay, when you're a young boy, right? I'm 5, I'm 6, I'm 7 years old, 8 years old, whatever it is, and I see this man on the TV that knocks people out. Okay, this man becomes a superhero to me. He's like a super character. You know what I'm saying? When he's able to do it repeatedly, then it enhances the feeling of a superhero. Okay, he was a super character to me. With him being just a young person that he dressed the way that young black children wanted to dress. You know what I'm saying? He was able to keep up with the way older black people lived. Nice mansion, driving the nice cars, got the nice girls. So this man becomes a superhero to young people that were in my age group, because I know everybody wanted to be Mike Tyson. When we would play box outside, everybody wanted to be Mike Tyson. I'm Mike Tyson. No, you can't be Mike Tyson. I'm Mike Tyson. Before we play box, you know what I mean? So this man becomes a superhero once they put out the game Mike Tyson Punch Out. It just enhanced the character even more. If you go around any boxing talk now, the talk of Mike Tyson, when you talk of Mike Tyson, you talk of high respect with his name. People may not like Mike Tyson because of, whatever he bit the man's ear, other things like that. They might not like his attitude and stuff like that. They might choose another boxing legend over Mike Tyson when you talk about who's your favorite. But they're going to always give Mike Tyson a certain level of respect because of the work that he did when he would just knock people out at will. The man had a lot of knockouts on his belt, so he's going to have the respect when you're talking boxing. Okay, now with that being said, where the where the problem come in is you have a young guy that is very disrespectful. Okay, and whether it's just for TV or just for show, he's being very disrespectful when it comes to what we consider as a hero, a super character. Okay, this is why the lesson that I'm watching and learning from this is you can't do everything just because it's a lot of money. Because what I see going on is you're having a young guy come in and disrespect the legend, the super character. Okay, you have already solidified who you are, your name. Doing some things just to get a paycheck is an example of how history has, turned the mind of people that should be economically well at this point in time in America's history. They're not, because they're choosing to do things that they should not do, all on account of the money. If you're someone that you come from a family where you have a lot of land and now you're selling the land for a whole lot of money, You have to understand that you are you are at a lacking pace of economical mentality uh, moving forward because you don't know what to do with the land. That's why you're selling it. Okay, you're here in America at some of the fastest land purchase and some of the highest in price land purchases in the world right now. Everybody wants to get to America. America's if you look at America on the world stage and you understand that if you was walking down the block, America would be the store that's on the corner. Everybody's gonna see it. You get to the corner store. America is the corner store. Everybody wants to be in that top uh, area of visualization when you have the tourists coming by. Because why? You're going to be able to appeal to more of the potential shoppers. America is the corner store. Everybody wants to be in that piece of real estate. So if you're somebody that you have land and you come from a family that has land, you have to think to yourself, should I be selling this land right now for $2 or $3 million, or should I be figuring out why they want the land so that I can produce whatever it is that they're looking to produce on this land, whether it's putting up a condo, putting up a Walmart, putting up something that is going to bring economic value to where you're at and the land that you own. Finding value in the land is all in the mind. I do I do a little repetitive questioning when I go out and I'm around people, and I'll ask them, is poverty in the pocket or in the mind? I've had my opinions about it, and then I've changed my opinions about it. At one time, I thought that poverty was in the pocket, and at one time, I thought poverty was in the mind. So I like to go out and I ask people and get their opinion of why. Because everybody has an opinion of why. I have my opinion of why. It doesn't matter. That's not race based. Anybody would know wherever it is that they come from and they feel like in their heart that they are, and you ask them, is poverty in the pocket or in the mind? They're going to speak from a place of where they come from. You dig it? That person is going to speak from a place in their heart that they feel they belong to when they were born. So whether it be, somebody in the poor areas of Mexico, whether it be somebody that's born in the cold areas of Canada, or someone that's born East or West America, someone that's born in East India, you know, someone that's born in China. When you ask them, is poverty in the pocket or in the mind, they're going to respond to you based off of where they grew up and what they see in their experience. And that may change for them. But that question is a question that actually is very broad because it makes people think about themselves and really understand that when you're viewing the world from a point of how you feel about where you grew up and how the world treats where you grew up, who you identify with. So when that question is posed, is poverty in the pocket or is poverty in the mind? A lot of people have to sit and they have to think about it because they're trying to figure out how does it relate to them personally and what they have going on in their life. Because if you're someone that's doing good with your life, then you're going to think about it a little bit harder because right now you're not in a poverty-stricken situation. The situation that you're in, you you have things going on to where you're able to move around a little bit. So poverty to you at that time is gonna seem like, hey, poverty is in the mind, it's not in the pocket. But you go to someone that's not as fortunate economically, they're gonna tell you that poverty is in the pocket, it's not in the mind, because they're gonna say, oh, I got the mind to do X, Y, Z. If I had the money, I would start a business. Only the money being there will be able to tell whether that person will be able to sustain what they're conveying. Once the money is there, then we can see that here's a business. Can you sustain that? And a lot of people can't. That's the thing. A lot of people can take money. We seen this with Mike Tyson from the early '80s. Excuse me, the late '80s on into the '90s. Mike Tyson has been given a lot of money already once before, and we see that he does not have the mentality. We've seen this already. So right now, doing something for the money is pointless. If you're the superhero and you're the character that we have taken into our heart as the the character that we looked up to when we was younger, I don't feel whatever it is that that Mike Tyson got paid. I don't know, but some of the guys should, hey Mike, man, here go 2 million, three, because you guys y'all spend that on women and jewelry. You talk about it in your songs like you do anyway. Okay. But give Mike two, hit Mike, here go $1 million. Here go, help start your cannabis business that you got going on. Let me invest in your cannabis business, man. Mike, we don't need to see you in the ring no more. You done already proved to us. Now, if you want to prove it to yourself, go and spar with one of them guys at the gym. See if you still really got it first. Because looking at that footage, he couldn't have been really sparring with nobody. You know what I'm saying? Because he would have had a little bit better. Uh, he would have had a little bit better technique of what he was trying to do to me. We all know what he's trying to do. He's trying to get close up on you so he can knock you out. But his technique of trying to do that wasn't able to, break through like he wanted. Is it the age? I won't necessarily say it's the age. Because, you have men that can move still and they are 65, 70, and still, still to move around and knock you down. So I don't want to say it's the age. It's the point in life that you're at when you feel, I want to test myself again. And right now, I don't feel Mike Tyson should be testing himself against someone of that caliber, a young, disrespectful guy like a Jake Paul. That we're just doing it, for really views on a computer, views on the internet. They put a lot of people in the building, I'm sure, so it was a big payday that day. But sometimes you have to step away and say, I'm not going to help this person make that kind of money to embarrass me. You feel me? I'm allowing this person to make money to embarrass me, pretty much. Which is what we seen when we look at the Jake Paul and the Mike Tyson fight. This was a superhero killer. I don't want to actually put it like that, but to me, it just feels like that. Like I don't like seeing Mike, because now you put a loss when they talk about your legacy. They put a loss on your last fight. You got to fight again. You for Roy Jones, and I don't know who won on that, but I felt like that matchup wasn't even. You know what I'm saying? Because Roy Jones is a lot younger. That shouldn't even be in the ring. We all know that Mike Tyson can fight, and in our mind, it's gonna stay as he is the knockout king. He will knock your ass out, and that's the way he's been uh, left in the minds of so many people. And at this point, getting a paycheck to take that off of people's mind, it was my personal choice. I wouldn't do it. Y'all don't lighten up, tighten up, man. This is a word on the street. I'm Mr. Burn One. I'll see you guys on the next one.